Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Webweaver, what are you gonna do as the Halloween special? And this is where I brag, humbly might I add, about how I play a horror game every day, so it is the only applicable thing that you would have for a Halloween special. So, yeah. I don't really know what to tell you. I put it on an orange color palette, and that's about it. I mean, we could play a scary game as, like, a part of the variety arc, I suppose, but I don't know what it would be. The only scary games that I really like are, like, well, I shouldn't say the only... there are a few scary games that I really like, but they're probably not, like, what you would assume as, like, a traditional scary game. Right? Like, when I think of horror games that I think of, like, Dead Space 1, because 2 and 3 are not horror games. They're more action-y, and, like, Little Nightmares. You know? So it's like, And then, you know, according to Mandalore, Cabela's Dangerous Hunts is a horror game, which, you know what? That's a Halloween-appropriate game. I believe that. Absolutely. You know, either the most insane visual novel you've ever seen in your life, or Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. 2013 or 2011. If you haven't seen those videos, by the way, the Mandalore review for Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, there's a new one that came out today. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it after this, after I'm done recording this. But the original one was a legendary video review. It has probably one of my favorite openings of any video ever, and it's just so good. Well, maybe not opening, but, like, the whole sequence, the whole turret section is just immaculate. I don't know how else to describe it, but the baboons are jamming him. That's another really good one. The Ancient Ones, that's a pretty good bit, too. I look forward to seeing what the new video has in store. But what are we doing here? We do need to be a little bit quick because it's Halloween, so that means that you have to, because I am a grumpy hermit, turn off all the lights and draw the blinds and lock all the doors and just be illuminated by my monitor screen for a couple of hours before I decide to go to bed. So we should probably do this quickly. As like a little treat. I haven't decided on which character I'm gonna play, so I guess we'll just hit this random button. And, yeah, I guess we'll just hit this random button, and then we'll just hit this random button. Now, we're gonna choose our old god. What would be the... You know what? Yoga Tag's gonna tell us where to trick-or-treat. Curious Birthmark. All unlocked perk cards. On Miku. Well, I didn't have any choice in the matter. It was the luck of the draw. It was the heart of the cards. Now, okay, here's the engagement bait comment question for you, okay? It's, you know, this is engagement bait, but also I want to know what your justification is, okay? So leave your comment down below. What World of Horror character would you go trick-or-treating with? Or, if you are incredibly opposed to the idea of trick-or-treating, which World of Horror character would you go to a Halloween party with? Whatever prompt you like more. Me, I would probably want to go to a Halloween party with Aiko, because she's basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so any weird supernatural shit happens, she's got you. You know, you go to a Halloween party with Toshiaki, you know, a book is being opened, a portal to hell is appearing from that book, and, you know, demonic entities are dragging you straight to hell. It is what it is, you know? I don't think Haru would go to a party or go trick-or-treating. I don't think Haru would probably just smoke in his car. Kind of a bad vibe. Miku probably wants to commit crime, because crime does rise on Halloween, and Miku is responsible for that. Mizuki would probably have, like, a pretty bangin' party, honestly. Like, a pretty, like... Because here's the thing, Mizuki is an aspiring idol. That's true, but she could probably throw a party, and she's got high enough charisma that she can have random people on the street die for her in battle against horrors from beyond human comprehension. So she could probably get enough people to come over to a Halloween party that'd be kind of a banger, honestly. Ayaka, honestly, I think Ayaka and Toshiaki, you don't want to pick either of them unless you want to have a really, really weird Halloween where you're probably not surviving. Right, I feel like picking Halloween with either of those two is like you're getting the horror protagonist role. Or the horror extra role, or side character role, which means you're going to be devoured, disemboweled, murdered, killed, torn apart, limb from limb, assimilated into the goop. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I'm just thinking of horror movies right now. You're probably not gonna have a good time with either of those two. But at least with Ayaka, you might just be, like, gibbed. Like, you might just explode into gore randomly, which might be a better way to go than whatever Toshiaki will inevitably get you in trouble with. And then Kairi, I mean, she's the one who has the true spirit of Halloween, if we're being honest. Like, her ass is just dressed up as a ghost. She would go trick-or-treating. She would have a... I think, like, Kairi might be the objectively best pick. Now, I'm still gonna pick Aiko because, you know, she could protect you from the demons. But, like, I think if you pick Kairi... I mean, she might get a little mad at you if you keep mispronouncing her name. But, you know, that's one of the reasons why I picked Aiko, the dolphin. I say that because the subtitles pick up Aiko as Echo. That is the only reason I said that. I'm so sorry. But, like, you know, she probably has, like... She has the most elaborate Halloween costume out of literally everybody in the cast. Or at least the, how should I put it? Like, the most... She has probably... I don't know if she has, like, the best Halloween costume, but she has, like... one of the most encompassing ones, right? Like, everybody else is just sort of like, me, but spooky. And then Kairi is like, I'm wearing a monster outfit. And I am the horror. You know, she was like, Jane, World of Horror. That's crazy. But, you know, I feel like she would go trick-or-treating or go to a Halloween party. And she would... then try to, like, she would pull off like a magic spell that's like a party favor. Like, she would just like create like she would make an object float and then rotate between her hands or something. Or she would like create a little bit of a spark or a fire with like out of her fingertips, and people would go, whoa, that's crazy. And then she would be like a magician, like genuine party favor style, right? The magic user who's entertaining with fun and whimsy, right? Now, of course, that could potentially go horribly wrong, and she could end up opening a portal to another dimension, and you'd get sucked in there, and then, you know, the old kings have to share their knowledge with you while you slowly freeze to death. Or maybe you just take a swim in the Blood Sphinx blood. Or perhaps you just walk around the desert and you find a katana and you're like, oh, sick. And then you have a story to tell when people ask how you got the katana mounted on your wall. But, I mean, the other world is dangerous, don't get me wrong, but, like, you do kind of, like, come back to reality, or, like, the regular world, or how it... You come back to your own time and your own world, pretty eventually, you know what I mean? I mean, listen... Yogathag is telling us where the tricks and the treats are. You know what? Absolutely. Yogathag led us to somebody's house, and... yeah. That's where the treats are, brother. That's where the treats are, sister. You go anywhere else, that's where the tricks are. Yogathag's got that... Goth Egg's got that updating map. You know? Homie knows the best places to go trick-or-treating. You know, they're giving out, like, chocolate candy bars with every purchase at the hardware store. I don't think I talked about Koji at all. Like, listen, the gambling arc has been interrupted by the Halloween arc, okay? It'll be one episode, probably. I'm thinking that Koji would probably want to go, like, on a ghost walk or, like, a ghost tour or something to investigate, to, like, get some photos and, you know, maybe get a little scared and a little bit spooked, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, not allowed to go over here? It's pretty sketchy, pretty scary. Seaside and downtown are doomed. What the heck? What the flip, chat? I mean, maybe you have to get a little trick on Halloween, right? Like maybe the tricks are a thing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes. Maybe. It wouldn't be Halloween if you didn't get tricked. And I think, you know, apparently there's a treat here now. And, I mean, wowee, there was treats here. A whole 2 treats. I cannot believe second enemy is gonna be the Shiikawa school itself. That's so funny. But what was I gonna say? Let's see, who have we not done yet? We went over Haru very quickly. We did Mizuki. Ah, Mimi. Listen, I don't know if you've ever watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I feel like Mimi would be like one of the women that Xander dates, and the date is just the woman trying to kill Xander. I feel like that would be like entirely exactly how that plays out, with very little deviation. See, we're gambling. It's a coin flip in our favor. It's the gambling arc, after all. Fungal growth? I'm not a fungal growth Andy, to be honest with you. We could have also just did the handcuff thing, which, I mean, to be honest with you, we will. Also, fearful, huh? I mean, it's pretty good to be scared on Halloween. I think that's, you know, a part of the point is, you know, fear and good fun. But I don't really want to be fearful. Knowledge is power. So true. Maybe if you defeat them, the horror will end. I don't know why, but I genuinely love that so much. We have 1 dodge, chat. I wasn't paying attention, I'll be honest with you. I actually don't know if we dodged it or not. Second enemy, Shiikawa school. Who was the second? You got into multiple fights today? Who was the second person that you fought? Oh, you know, the education system in my town. Literally, with my hands. And it's like, oh. I think they're serious. But, who else didn't we talk about? I guess we didn't talk about Kana. And we didn't talk about Yumiko. And we didn't talk about Moriko. Oh, Yashiro, too. Okay, Yashiro is easy. Because Yashiro does not celebrate Halloween. You know, Homie has, like, a Hawaiian shirt that he puts on instead of, you know, literally, his Halloween outfit is, sorry, I don't celebrate that. Flood? I don't know if I want to do Flood. I don't know if I want to do, like, any of these. This shit sucks. Here's what we can do. We can do Coma, and then just, like, it's a free space, right? And we can just do Coma. I mean, sorry. I think you gotta get tricked on Halloween. There's some tricks, there's some treats. This is a trick. This is a trick. We're gonna leave. You can't waste time getting tricked. You got tricked, just move on. Just move on with your life. You got tricked. Don't ruminate on it. You ruminate on it, that's how you get owned. That's how you get I clicked. I really did think that was... I mean, listen. It's what I said. Don't ruminate on the fact that you got tricked. Just kind of embrace the fact that you got tricked. It's Halloween. And listen, you get a trick, you get a treat. It's true. Oh, never mind. You get double the tricks. You know, normally when I think of tricks, I think of Trick Attack, and I used to be happy when I thought about that, but now I just feel sad. Oh! I was taking me perk, and, well, now we're in hell. We are in hell, chat. but that's okay. It's actually not, because on this All Hallows Eve, the downtown is completely screwed. You can feel your most spooky memories leave you. Ooh. 2 to all, huh? It's pretty gnarly. It's pretty nasty. Do you think we can do like an 87% banger here? I mean, it's the gambling arc. What do you want from me? I mean, it's the gambling arc. What do you want from me? I mean, I don't... Does that even do anything? Oh, what the hell? A 100% curse rate? It's over. The funny lever has been switched. Humor has been engaged. Curse equal funny, as previously... you know, this Halloween is starting to go bad, chat. This Halloween is starting to go bad. Okay, yeah, whatever. Oh, no, that was the -1 fund one. We're fine. You gotta rest. I hate to say it, you gotta rest. You gotta take a snooze. And now that the treats are here, the map is updated, I just bumped into my microphone, and I don't know why, but my microphone has been a magnet for being, like, bashed. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I've never bonked into it. Like, I don't think I've even moved it, but, like, it's never been bonked more than it has recently. Like, like, almost... I think I've bonked it, like, 6 or 7 times every day. And it's kinda crazy. Oh, one of my friends just started playing Sid Meier's Civilization, and I'm like, oh, you know that's a bang. That is either the best Halloween of your life or the worst Halloween of your life. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't mean to make, like, shallow judgments on, like, people on my Steam friends list, but that's so true. Like, if you boot up Sid Meier's on Halloween, that either means that your Halloween is, like, goated or ordained by, the spooky heavens and the ghoulish hells to be, like, the greatest Halloween of all time, or it's washed. That is my superficial comment. Can we get adrenaline, please? I don't mean to be rude. Also, what the hell is this stuff? Like, this is awful. What the hell is this stuff, man? I mean, I'll happily rest, I think. Me insanity dropping Rutsu. How is our, I don't know, man. I want to get the heck out of here. What do you mean this is the gambling arc and that I have to gamble the entire runaway on a dodge against Gigolo? Holy crap, it worked. Now what do we do? I do gotta say, like, all gambling arc jokes aside, I do 100% think that it is so powerful. Okay. Back when it was, like, 40%, it was so bad, right? Like, it was so bad. But now that it's a coin flip, that's not bad, am I right? Like, that, I do think that makes a heck of a lot of difference. And it's faster than Brace for Impact. It's a gamble for sure, but if the coin flip goes in your favor, if it pays off, that shit pays off, man. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. After getting, like, multiple minus sanities in a row, I mean, for me, without a cost... Your tooth turns to gold, you twist it off. It's a little scary, I will admit, but... I mean, you gotta do this. One ramen, please. No. We do need adrenaline before we fight the boss collective, like, 80 times in a row. Give me Doom. Or money. I'll take, you know what? Apparently the police are taking this shit seriously on Halloween. I guess they're locked in. They know what time of year it is. Like, unironically, you look at something like this, right? If this pays off in your favor, it's just the greatest thing of all time. I don't mean to repeat bits or anything, but it's really good. Like, it really is strong. We do an 80-80? I mean, it's better than a 50, I guess, but... I mean, that's strong, you gotta admit. Even though it didn't work out in our favor, thank God it... Oh, we're on random perks, I just realized! There was no guarantee that we get that shit. We need to... How many points do we need to put in Charisma just to get Hunger and lose it all? Hot Bath kind of goes crazy as well, but we're gonna fully heal from Flood, so... I think you gotta take Strength anyways, just because, like, you are fighting some really nasty bosses. And so you need to make sure that your brace and your attacks are as, like, good as possible. And give me the EXP here. We're gonna do Flood, and we are going to... We just have to get through this one fight, then we full heal. And, I mean, honestly, the only thing that matters is literally... Gambling? The only thing that matters is gambling. True. 99% of gamblers quit right before they hit it big. Real. Okay, so we want the... I mean, honestly, do we want two people? I kind of wanted the bonus damage. You're a piece, by the way. You're like absolutely the person we do not want. But I mean, like, this shit just, like, works, right? I mean, this is 6 damage. 3, 4, 5. Like, that's 12 damage. Oh, he's not weak to blunt. Never mind. Never mind, chat. This is that. 3, 4, 5. And then we just full heal, right? Like, I think, like, it's more important to do this for the sake of Doom, you know? Like, now that we have Adrenaline and 8 Strength, we're basically just gonna, like, win most combats pretty easily. But the problem that we have ourselves facing right now, specifically, is the, whatchamacallit, the Doom. So I want to brace for impact, and then can we just hit, like, can we just do, like, a funny coin flip? We did hit the coin flip. And so now, you know, we do some more traditional forms of gambling. I mean, a coin flip to do 10 damage instead of guaranteed doing 7? This is the gambling arc after all. We just have to strike it big. Every single turn, just strike it big. Just make the coin flip every single turn. Just make the coin flip every single turn. You know it to be true. You know it to be true. In your soul. You do love to see it. You do love to see it. What do you mean fame? What do you mean to... We're gonna go famous this Halloween? So, okay. Here's the thing. Moriko and Halloween, right? We're getting back on this bit, okay? I mean, 40 EXP versus, like, whatever we could scrounge up. I mean, we could... I'll take the attack speed, honestly. And then I guess we start leveling Charisma, just in case, because I don't have a light source. I just need to put one more... We're gonna level up again. We're fighting a boss. We're gonna level up again. I just have to put one more point into Charisma. So, Moriko, right? Does she know what Halloween is? This is an important distinction. Does Moriko know what Halloween is? She lives in the woods with her dad. She might not know what Halloween is. Can we get the creator of Moriko, who is not Panstash, by the way, or Moriko is an original character who was added into the game. Can we... Also, don't actually contact the original creator of Moriko. But I don't know the Moriko OC lore. So we need to get, like, a official confirmation from the lore masters on if Moriko celebrates Halloween and how. Because, I mean, obviously she does dress up like I'm gonna, like, you know in Final Fantasy XIV when you take aggro from an enemy and it makes that sound and an arrow points to you? I'm about to get, like, 80 aggro arrows, but, like, the guy whose name that I forget right now, who has the chainsaw, and there's an achievement about it. I've seen the movie. I do not remember what the movie is called, and I do not remember what the guy is called. But, you know, that guy who Moriko dresses up as. So is that, like, a reference, or does she watch, like... I mean, there are tapes. Does she watch, like, there are tapes in the forest. There are forest tapes. Does she watch tapes with her dad, maybe, on Halloween? Who knows? Who knows? I don't. And that's real. I don't know. Anyways, what's happening? I don't know. Yeah, Mimi would dissect you. We've already been over this. Oh, hell yeah. It's Halloween, baby. Yumiko would probably be fine to hang out with on Halloween. There's a lot of people in this game who you would hang out with them on Halloween, and you would get into trouble, or something bad would happen, or you would die. I think Yumiko's probably fine. And then Kana would just be, like, a good Halloween, right? Like, you hang out with Kana, you're having a good Halloween. Like, that's just true, that's just real. What if we just run away, right? What if we just run away? What if we block and then spend money? And we do this. We take, what, 3 damage? and then what? We take 3 damage and then that's it? I mean, it saves us Doom, I guess, so, like, that's kind of real, actually. It does save us Doom. That's more important than anything else. So we can just do that. And it is actually important because of how slow offering is, even though we are getting hit 3 times. I hate that. Wait. 4 damage? We can throw the Stalker's Mask. Is that worth 1 sanity? Is the Stalker's Mask worth 1 sanity? We're fighting a human boss, but, like, does it matter? As long as it's not a ghost, we're gonna pretty easily dust him. We gotta keep the mask. It's Halloween. We gotta keep the mask. It's Halloween. We'll take 1. We'll take 1 to all. That's fine. And then we'll do this. And miraculously, we did not get any curses. You know what might be, like, absolutely insane? Do you think that how things like this work, like Curious Birthmark and Medical History, do you think that these 2 things work in the way of you start the run and then you have a pool of events? We're gonna fight. We have to fight the boss. So you know what? I'll do it again, chat. 80% Doom's workable for me, brother. 80% Doom's okay with me, sister. We needed those stats anyways. Holy crap, I completely forgot about Fame. We just got 4% attack speed. Yoichi stonks going up and not in the normal way? I was completely stun-locked by that. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Who did we not talk about? I'm pretty sure we missed, like, 1 person. I don't know if we did. I think we talked about every World of Horror character that's not, what's her name? The modding customized character. The modding example character. I am pretty sure we talked about everybody but her. Although, if we're being real, right? Like, if we're being real, I don't think hanging out with her on Halloween would be a bad idea. Because, I mean, like, she's a mystic. She's a fortune teller. She's a mystic. She can see the stars. You could get your fortune read. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, improvise and charisma, I guess. I mean, we're potentially taking -3. Do we have Innsmouth look? We do not. So we're fine. It's okay. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. It's all right. So happy Halloween, everybody. I mean, for most people, Halloween is probably over, or you celebrated Halloween at a Halloween party like a week ago. Because it is always unfortunate when a holiday lands on a weekday, as it were. I also didn't even look at the lighthouse. I don't care. It's fine. I remember our second enemy. I don't remember our second mystery, though. Funny enough. I was gonna throw it, but I would like to end the game with the monkey wrench. Oh no, my stamina's gone. I cannot believe we got, I was actually planning on going to the schoolyard and then, like, recruiting allies, but I completely forgot, because I put it off initially, because I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get more charisma. Or I want to get the doom high enough to where I can just threaten people with a 100% guaranteed chance. Of course, it was actually, I don't know, it was like coma or something. I guess that was correct. I guess it was because Thaumaturgy Teacher was like the most appealing mystery one. Because you always want to do Thaumaturgy Teacher second or first. First or second, because if you wait longer than that, the enemy HP scaling will make you spend an extra turn on it, which is really annoying, because you're always doing, because the mystery is broken. So how the mystery is supposed to work is you are supposed to spend, if you do the side quest, your 7 damage attack is supposed to go up to a 9 damage attack. But because the game is bugged and glitchy, if you investigate if you do the side quest, which is investigate the location twice, right? If you do the side quest, your damage gets set to 7. And so that's why you never see me do the side quest, because if you do the side quest, your damage gets worse. And so you have the upgraded side quest damage by default. You do 9 damage by default, and if you do the side quest, you do 7 damage. So what you have to do is you ignore the side quest, because 15 EXP is not worth spending more turns than that, and you just do it early, so that having the math works out to where you only have to spend I believe it's 3 turns there, and you're able to dodge once, because you don't need the full 18 damage on that, well, whenever you decide to put that in. But you need to do 5 attacks, basically, and if you wait longer, then the math works out way worse in your favor, and the enemy will do more doom if you wait longer, even like that. So doing it in the first 1 to 2 mysteries makes it so convenient, because you're in there and you're out of there really quick. But, oh yeah, I was talking about, like, what I think, how I think, like, Curious Birthmark, or, like, whatchamacallit works. So, I don't know if this is how Curious Birthmark and Medical History work, but I'm kind of wondering if it is, because of how it, like, acts in the game. Where, when you pick that backstory, or that backstory gets assigned to you because of what you're playing, or, like, random whatever, right? Does it, like, generate a pool of curses and a pool of injuries, right? Like, Medical History generates a pool of injuries, and, whatchamacallit, Curious Birthmark generates a pool of curses. And when you get hit, it draws from that pool, right? And that would explain why it sometimes doesn't do anything. Because the pool doesn't, like, draw any events in it, and so the pool's empty. Because if it worked like how the rest of the game works, with, like, injuries and curses, I feel like it would always give you an injury, or it would always give you a curse. But sometimes it just doesn't, right? Like, we've had so many Medical History games and so many Curious Birthmark games where getting that backstory or picking that backstory literally means nothing, right? Like, it literally means nothing. Like, we get it, we get hit, like, every single fight because we're not using the dodge, because, you know, dodge mechanics are, you know, a gamble, and we haven't been doing the gambling arc for very long. And we do that, and then it just, nothing ever happens. Like, it's a free 20 EXP. It's a free 20 EXP. It's a free coin, you know? Which can either be, like, there have been runs where I sell that coin for money because I'm so confident that nothing's gonna happen. But anyways, have a happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you're all having a great time. And yeah, have a spooky rest of your week and weekend. Don't get haunted by any ghosts, and you know, there might be some scary pumpkins and maybe some witches flying on brooms. It's a very spooky time of the season, so be careful out there. And then, of course, like, you know, it's turkey season for non-Canadians. I always forget that it is Canadian Thanksgiving, right? Like, it's a completely different thing. I don't know why I'm looking this up now. Canadian Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, it's like October 13th. I always forget, because it's like, I always forget about Canadian Thanksgiving, and then Plunger reminds me of it, like, after it happens. He's like, how was your Thanksgiving week, or how was your Thanksgiving weekend? And I'm like, oh shit, Canadian Thanksgiving, that's so true! But, yeah, no, I guess for the Americans, we have a... You know, America has a much more important day in November than Thanksgiving. Thanks for thanks for watching, everybody. Happy Halloween. The scariest day. The much scarier days. We're cut the cameras. Delete the files. Cut the cameras. This never aired.